So today, we're going to talk about how to focus yourself into alignment in relationship to whatever it is that you want to talk about. There is nothing off limits. We're happy to visit with you about whatever you want. You're going to notice a really nice unfolding because sometimes people will do a better job of asking the question that is important to you than you could. Sometimes, if you're not sitting here in the hot seat, you'll be in a better place of receiving than if you were sitting right here. Because sometimes when you've asked the question and the question is really active within you, you can't hear the answer very well because the question is so active within you. Do you know the frequency of a question and the frequency of its answer are different? Just like the frequency of a problem and the frequency of a solution are different. So this is going to be a merging, blending, uplifting experience. And when you leave here today, it is our promise to you, you will be in a different vibrational frequency. The question is, can you maintain it? And the answer to that question really is, it doesn't matter if you can maintain it when you know how to achieve it. It doesn't matter that you hold yourself there because naturally there are going to be things you want it that way. More step one experiences which cause you to clarify what you are wanting more and more. By the time this day has come to an end and you've had a chance to listen back or remember back to some of the feelings and things that we've discussed, it is our powerful desire that you will be in a place where you will no longer be reprimanding yourself for having negative experiences or for feeling negative emotion. Because within those experiences are more clarification that are responsible for the calling of more energy to you. So it is accurate to say that the contrast that you think that you do not want is the basis of the expansion which you do want. So if you can focus upon the expansion that is underway rather than the problem that is the reason for it, then you can make that jump faster. You know how when you're watching a child finding his way, he's just learning to walk and he falls down, you don't say, "Get up, you little dummy." You appreciate him trying to find his balance. So you never hear us say, "Get up, you little dummies." What you hear us say is, this is another experience that is helping you to define with greater clarity who you really are and what you really want. And it is our wish for you that you feel as wonderful as you can find a way to feel right now so that you can sooner than later reap the benefit of this new desire that you have carved out. We want you to know that you are the reason for the expanding universe, that you are leading edge creators, and that we are all here focused with you upon your newest requests. And when you ask for something, we have the benefit of living it fully and holding the frequency of it. And if you will feel for that frequency, you will find us there reveling in, celebrating in your creation long before it manifests in your experience. Now we know for some of you that's just annoying. It's like we got to the party first. But the benefit of that is that we'll hold that frequency so that it is unmistakable to you. Because if you've expanded and you're not up to speed with your expansion, you'll feel the personal, self-inflicted, self-imposed diminishment of the expansion that you carved out for all of us, you see. And so, in some ways, unlike that school administrator instructing Esther's dear friend not to take that little child into a place that he could not right now experience fully. That's not the way we look at it. We say, express your fullest, most expanded beingness in every way you can. Because there are a lot of people who are having step one experiences in response to the benefit that they see others living. In other words, you are here for expansion. You knew when you came, you said, I want to go forth because there is this basis of life experience that is the primary basis of our eternalness. And if I go into a physical body and I don a physical personality, I will then get to experience this basis of life, which is utter freedom. I will be able to focus and therefore vibrate and therefore attract as I choose, because there will be no one focusing for me. I will get to learn how to walk. I will get to learn how to find my balance. I will learn my point of focus. I will focus. The basis of my life in my physical body, you said, you knew, would be freedom. And then you said, and joy will be my quest. Because as I am free to focus in this basis of freedom, in this basis of possibilities, as I focus there using my free will to choose, if I choose thoughts, no matter what the circumstances are that surround me, if I choose thoughts that are leaning in the direction of joy, and as I attune to that higher frequency that is present when I feel that joy, then expansion will be the result. But then you also said, actually, the basis is freedom, and expansion will be the result whether I choose joy or not. Because the expansion is received by the source within you, whether you go along with it or not. The joy factor is you getting in on the party that you created, you see. So we've been calling this gathering for a number of years, the art of allowing. And what it really means is, it's the art of you figuring out how to allow yourself to the frequency that you have carved out. If you've been listening to us for a while, we've been saying to you that as you sift through the contrast of life, a rocket of desire shoots out of you. And the reason that we've called that a rocket of desire is because it is a flash, it is fast, it is strong, and it is usually temporary. Because your contrast gave birth to it, but you cannot usually hold vibrational alignment with something that you just discovered. You're not used to practicing it. It's a new idea for you, or an extended idea, or an expanded idea, or an amended idea. It's something more that you're not vibrationally up to speed with. So of course, you're going to launch a rocket, and then you're not going to go. Sort of like that little boy going home with this friend for the weekend. He would launch all kinds of rockets, but he would not be accustomed to holding his frequency there, and you're not either. Not accustomed to holding your frequency there. But you can, if you hear us just a little bit, move your frequency a little and a little more and a little more and a little more. So it goes like this. You sift and sort, you send off a rocket. Your rocket is contained in your vortex. We're all there tending it, holding it in the vibrational frequency that it deserves to maintain. And you slip back into your natural vibration usually. So when you think about this new desire, you usually don't feel that good because it's a desire that you're not up to speed with. So there's a tug of war going on inside of you. You want this, but you don't have it. You want it, but. So that discordant feeling within you is about the discordant vibration. But then you've been listening to us and you naturally want to feel good. So you begin to think about why you want this thing that you want. You think about why you want it, and you pretend a little that you have it, and you practice the vibration of it until, before very long, you become a vibrational match to that vibration. And when you do, you come up to speed with what's swirling in your vortex, and now the content of your vortex relative to this that you've just found the vibrational frequency of flows into your experience, and you are the receiver, the full-blown manifested receiver of this new thing that you have asked for. It feels so good to click into place with your most expanded beingness. But then, you not only get the manifestation of what you ask for, you get a new vibrational platform with a new set of contrasting experiences from which to launch more rockets. Because you are an eternal being and you never get it done. So now, the new contrast causes you to launch a new rocket, which of course you're not up to speed with. But because you know about emotions and you care about how you feel and you know about the contents of the vortex and you now know about your point of attraction that we are calling the grid, you know that feeling good is the only way to bring yourself into alignment with what you want. You can't beat the drum of the absence and receive the presence of it. You've got to practice the vibration of your new desire until it comes natural to you, you see. That's why you want to hang around with those that speak of what you want rather than of what is missing. That's why you want to hang around with those who are looking for reasons to feel good rather than looking for reasons to criticize and complain. So as you focus yourself into alignment with your new rocket of desire. As you achieve that balance, it doesn't take long. Some of you can do it in a few minutes. Some of you can certainly do it by the afternoon. And some of you on really big things, it might take a day, a week. But it's far less burdensome than learning a computer program on your computer. You can tune yourself into vibrational alignment, and when you do, the new contents of your vortex flood into your experience. The manifestation is yours, and you not only get to receive the fullness, I can see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, touch it, experience of it, but you also now have a new vibrational platform with a whole new set of contrasting experiences to launch a whole new desire. You see how it works? We have enjoyed this interaction more than words can define. But fortunately, we don't have to define it in words because we can define it with energy. It has been a powerful leading-edge conversation that we've experienced today. It is our desire that you leave this forum understanding these few things. These are the only things that you need to know to live happily ever after. Life is supposed to feel good to you. You are supposed to feel good in this moment. And the larger part of you does. And when you don't, you're just having your own little tantrum that you're not up to speed with who you really are. And it's a justified, valid tantrum. Because not being up to speed with who you are doesn't feel good. No matter how you are measuring your tantrum or your reason for it with the others in the scope of humanity. It doesn't matter. Your tantrum is legitimate. Next, you are the only one who can get over your tantrum. And the way you do it is by understanding how this all fits together. By understanding that you are the creator of your own reality. The most important thing that we want you to leave this gathering remembering is that we are all in this together, and that we are right here with you, flowing with you, offering you clarity about things that are important to you. And the better you feel, the more in harmony with that clarity you are. And last, we want you to know that there isn't anything that you're supposed to be doing. You can't get it wrong. You're not supposed to be doing something that you're not doing. There's not some list of things that you are responsible to accomplishing. It's just that you really intended this to be a wonderful time. It's like going on vacation and planning it to be really good, and when it doesn't turn out good, you say, something was really off about that. And that's as big as it gets. In other words, you're supposed to feel good, and when you do, everything is right in your world. And from our perspective, everything is right in the universe. There are a lot of people who are wanting to hold themselves and you to other standards. And when you stand in appreciation of them in their differences, and in appreciation of them coming into alignment in whatever way they do, your world will go better, and so will theirs. There's not one way of going about this. There are a lot of ways of going about this. And you didn't come to all want the same thing. You came to focus in different ways in order to add to the clarity of the whole. And so those people who differ in their beliefs or even in their intentions from you are really your best friend, because they cause you clarification. They cause all of us clarification. And they are part, as you are, an important part, a reason for the expansion of the universe. So be easy about this. If we could do one thing for you now, it would be, we would zap you so that you sort of forget about everything that we've talked about. Except that you're supposed to feel good and to go general. Because if you will begin to practice that process of being as general as you can until you show yourself deliberately and consciously that you can feel better just in going general. It's our promise to you that as soon as today, your grid will fill in with obvious things that you will be able to associate with the effort that you'd made of going general. And then you're off and running. Be as specific as you can be and still feel good. There is great love here for you. We are eager about what's coming next. And we are present in your moments, peeking through your eyes, smelling through your nose, hearing through your ears, feeling through your skin, tasting through your tongue. You are the leading edge of all that is. And as such, it's supposed to be really especially good for you. There is great love here for you. And as always, we remain stubbornly in the vortex. Yeah.
You guys are wonderful. Woo!